High school baseball on Roco Radio will start in 2 minutes. Tonight's broadcast of high school baseball and the Rockingham County Cougars will start in 1 minute and 30 seconds. Tonight's coverage of rock solid baseball will start in just 1 minute. Tonight's coverage of baseball on Roco Radio will start in 30 seconds. The following is a presentation of Roco Radio Sports. Rock solid tradition. Excellence on the diamond, at the plate, and on the mound. This is your home for Cougars baseball. Roco Radio and RocoRadio.com. We now take you inside the Sam Jones Baseball Complex for Rockingham County Cougars baseball and get you ready for first pitch with your Roco Radio pregame show.
Cougars baseball on Roco Radio is brought to you by Sandy Cross General Merchandise, serving the Sandy Cross community, Rockingham County, and surrounding areas of our beautiful Piedmont Triad since 1988. Rockingham County's community store at 164 Boyd Road in the Sandy Cross community of Rockingham County, celebrating our 36th anniversary. Stop by Sandy Cross General Merchandise for fresh ice and local pure brand gasoline with the cheapest price in Rockingham County for 93 non-ethanol, the good stuff. Sandy Cross General Merchandise is also your niece's sausage headquarters with great value for Rockingham County. To find out more about the Log Cabin Store, visit us on Facebook by searching Sandy Cross General Merchandise. Hello and welcome to the friendly confines of Sam Jones Baseball Complex at the county seat, Wentworth, North Carolina. Joe Dexter alongside David Woods as we bring you the Rockingham County Cougars at 8-1, 7 straight wins, taking on their conference foe, the Eastern Guilford Wildcats, at 2-8. A little bit windy today, but it's a beautiful, bright, sunny day, David.
Yes, it is. It's absolutely beautiful for some baseball, man. It's going to be the first baseball game of the year for me, so we're going to see what we're in store for tonight.
Coming up across the Roco Radio Network, you can also catch rivalry baseball from Mayodan as McMichael hosts Reedsville for the second time. Those two teams will meet this week. The first one went to Reedsville. McMichael will look to answer tonight from at McMichael High School. Jonathan Hatley, Jay Ramey will have that call coming up a little bit later on our Facebook page and on YouTube. For those listening in, let your friends, family know that we're on YouTube tonight for Rockingham County, as well as RocoRadio.com and the Live 365 app, as we have a game time start of 6 o'clock this wonderful, wonderful evening with great game time temperatures. We had a game time temperature on Wednesday, David, of 82 degrees in Eden.
Wow. I'm going to tell you, man, it's been absolutely gorgeous today. I think the spring is starting to come around, and you know what time it is. It's baseball time for sure. Man, I'm telling you, this field is absolutely beautiful. I've been out here one time when Jay and Hatman was calling the Rockingham County Cougars, and man, it's second time I've been here now, and man, it's so beautiful. I love it.
Game time temperatures are set for about 61 degrees as we get ready for that first pitch. Coming up, we'll take a look at our pitching matchup on the mound. We'll have your starting lineups as well. Let's recap the latest action for your Cougars on Wednesday. A 15-4 win at Moorhead. 7 runs scored in the second, 5 in the seventh as well. Hudson Deal with a solo shot in the 5th inning. And, man, let me tell you, it was a big one.
And that's
breaking
driven.
ball drilled deep into left field. In left center, way back and out of here. Hudson Deal's the real deal. Just over the fence in left center. Home run number 3 on the season for Huddy as he touches home plate. 3 innings pitched, 5K in relief of the UNC man, Nick Rumley, who went 4 innings strong, 2 hits given up, 5 strikeouts to 7 walks. Brady Ross had a 2 RBI single in the top of the second and a sacrifice fly. Ethan Bognar had 3 stolen bases and was 2 for 4 at the plate. And when you get a big win over a rivalry and it pushes you into conference play just 2 days away, it's a great feeling.
It is a great feeling. I'm looking over some of these numbers right now. Hudson Deal batting .400 on the year with 12 runs. You got 10 hits on the year, 10 RBIs, 3 home runs. I mean, you got several guys. Bognar, he's batting .393 with 6 RBIs, 3 doubles, 1 home run. And you got my man going to Carolina batting .364, Nick Rumbley. He's got 8 RBIs and 3 doubles so far on the year. I mean, you got several guys that's batting well over .350, man. This is a good team.
The Cougars have won 7 straight, looking to make it 8 straight and to move 4-0 here at Sam Jones Baseball Complex. Let's talk to the 2024 Coach of the Year in the Mid-State 3A, head coach Zach Apple of your Rockingham County Cougars. It's your Sandy Cross General Merchandise pregame shows. We bring you Rockingham County and Eastern Guilford here from Sam Jones Baseball Complex. It's time for a conversation with the Skippers. We're joined with skipper Zach Apple. Coach, a big win over Moorhead, your rivals 15-4 at their place. You get to face them next week. Your overall thoughts in that performance?
We did a lot of things right in that game, but, you know, we've talked all year. There's always those little things that we could have done better. You know, we had a quick 1-2-3 inning in the first, and then we stepped on the gas, had a big 7-run inning. Kind of got a little complacent for a little while, and then the light switch came back on, and we stepped on it in the end. You know, the fact that we've got a team that can stand on it like that when they need to is good. I think one of the big things we got to work on is just keeping that same mentality, even flow through 5 or 7 innings, however many we got to go, and just finishing games against folks.
When you look at what Nick Rumley did, he was dominant on the mound but did have some control issues. As a manager and as your coaching staff, how do you work a pitcher through that?
You know, walks have kind of been one of those things that have been a thorn in our side this year. We've got some power arms, so strikeouts come with that. I think we've got 97 strikeouts right now as a team, but we've also got 40 walks. And even though it's a little over a 2-to-1 ratio, what we talk about is being competitive early in bats. We like to try to finish at bats in 3 pitches or less, whether that's 3 competitive balls that get missed, but we try to hunt barrels. We try to fight to make guys make weak contact and make plays early, keep our pitch count down, and be able to extend the quality arms that we have longer throughout a game.
Coach, if my math's right, you're without 2 of your pitchers today just due to the pitching totals, but you do get Huddy, who's able to throw today. Who are you looking at on the mound?
We're going to turn to a senior, Cole Behe. He's kind of been our stopper out of the bullpen for the last year and a half. It's a start that is well earned for him. We've got a point in a week where we can kind of turn him over and get him some rest after it. So we're going to let him start it and turn him loose and see how far he goes. We've still got a couple arms left behind him as well to continue out.
Coach, thanks for your time. Good luck tonight.
Appreciate it. Thank you very much.
That's manager Zach Apple here on your pregame show presented by Sandy Cross General Merchandise as we get you ready for first pitch. It's Eastern Guilford and Rockingham County. The Wildcats at 2-8 coming off a 22-0 loss last night to Southeast Alamance. 2-3 inside the Mid-State 3A Conference. The Cougars at 5-0. Let's take a look at those Mid-State 3A standings. Rockingham County atop the standings at 5-0 and 8-1 overall. Northeast Guilford at 4-1. Dudley at 2-1. Atkins at 2-2. Southern Guilford is at 2-3. Eastern Guilford is at 2-3 as well. High Point Central is at 0-4. Ben L. Smith is at 0-3. Some matchups tonight. A doubleheader. Dudley is at Smith. High Point Central is at Northeast Guilford. Atkins is at Southern Guilford. And as we mentioned earlier in the pregame show, for the second time this week, Reedsville faces McMichael, this time at McMichael High School. We'll have that coverage for you as well on Roco Radio at facebook.com/Radio Rockingham. Well, this is the second time these two teams have met this week as well. The first meeting on Tuesday at Eastern Guilford, an 11-2 win for Rockingham County. Eastern Guilford had struggled offensively. 4 runs in the third for the Cougars and 4 in the seventh, 1 each in the first and the fifth as well. 12 overall hits in that Eastern Guilford game. 7 of those were the extra base hit variety as Nate Revis went 6 in a third innings pitch, 3 hits, 15 strikeouts, 2 walks in his start as well. Cole Behe with 2 RBIs and a triple in the seventh. Ethan Bognar, Huddy, and B. Ross, as well as Rake and Apple, all had RBIs in that matchup, that 11-2 win. As Coach mentioned, it'll be Cole Behe to the mound as we take a look at your starting pitchers here tonight. Behe was 6 2/3 innings pitched. This will be his first start, his 4th appearance, 1-0 on the season, a 2.10 ERA, 13 strikeouts to 2 hits and 5 walks, a 1.05 whip, walks and hits per innings pitch. As both managers, Jeff Allred of Eastern Guilford and Zach Apple, meet at home plate with tonight's umpires as we get ready for first pitch. From here at Sam Jones Baseball Complex, the Cougars looking to make it 8 in a row. Coming up, we'll take a look around the horn for the Cougars here in the top half of the first inning. We'll bring you your starting batting order for the Eastern Guilford Wildcats as we get ready for that first pitch. We'll have your Star-Spangled Banner as well.
I tell you what, partner, I'm going through the stats right here, just kind of looking over everything. I know that he wants to get the walks down for sure, but when you got, as a team, you have a 1.58 ERA, barely giving up 2 runs a game, man. That is absolutely something, ain't it?
Unbelievable when you look at the pitching staff. 53rd in the third innings pitched, 31 hits, giving up just 12 earned runs, 97 strikeouts to 40 walks. You mentioned that 1.58 ERA. You know what else hurts?
What's that?
Hitters only being able to hit 166 against this pitching staff.
Man, what a that's what I'm talking about right there.
It's been a strong start for Hudson Deal on the mound, as well as Nate Revis and Nick Rumley, the 3 main guys. But the back and the bullpen guys have really stepped up as well, including today's starter, Cole Behe, who gets his first start of the season. And that offense has been clutch too, David. When you look at the numbers, 63 walks drawn to just 36 strikeouts. They have 84 hits overall, 73 RBIs on those hits, 26 extra base hits out of the 84 that have been put in the field and reached base.
And one thing I like to look up, I was a leadoff hitter Whenever I played baseball, I was very fast. I was a leadoff hitter. 36 stolen bases in 9 games.
Just caught once.
Only one time.
As we bring you down to the field for our Star-Spangled Banner.
At this time, I'll call out both teams to the foul lines for the national anthem. First, for the visiting Wildcats, their subs, number 10, Josh Aganola. Number 14, Dasani Walker. Now for the starting lineup. Batting first, playing second base, number 12, Leland Andrews. Batting second, pitching, number 3, Zach Woods. Batting third, playing third base, number 27, Gavin Penix. Batting fourth, playing first base, number 15, Jacob Brooks. Batting fifth, playing center field, number 8, Garrett Jones. Batting sixth, playing shortstop, number 7, DeAndre Anderson. Batting seventh, doing the catching, number 1, Kamari Carr. Batting eighth, playing right field, number 5, Chance Delap. And playing left field, batting ninth, number 21, Cameron Murray. Now for your Cougars, first to subs, number 5, Carter Matthews. Number 8, Mario Garcia. Number 10, Brady Hicks. Number 18, Henrik Borkheim. Number 20, Dylan Long. And number 21, Alex Page. And now for your starting lineup. Leading off, playing second base, number 4, Nate Revis. Batting second, playing left field, number 7, Brady Ross. Batting third, the DH, number 17, Ethan Bognar. Playing right field, number 9, Gavin Goots. Batting fourth, playing first base, number 3, Nick Rumley. Batting fifth, playing center field, number 1, Luke Shipmatter. Batting sixth, playing third base, number 15, Hudson Deal. Batting seventh, doing the catching, number 12, Gage Rakestraw. Batting eighth, on the mound tonight, your pitcher, number 11, Cole Behe. And batting ninth, playing shortstop, number 13, Bryson Apple. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, please rise if you are able for the presentation of our nation's colors and the playing of the national anthem. Tonight's colors are being presented by Rockingham County High School's very own NC 961 Air Force Junior ROTC unit. Tonight's colors are being presented by the following cadets. Cadet Brayson Dudley, the commander. Cadet Esther France. Cadet Caitlin Pryor. And Cadet Clarissa Hopper.
colors presented by the Rockingham County Air Force ROTC as we get ready for first pitch. Glad to have you along here on RocoRadio.com and on YouTube. I want to encourage you to follow us on Substack at RocoRadioSports.substack.com, where we're sharing stories from our athletes here in Rockingham County and giving you updates and throughout the week on games that we can't quite get to. Just recently did a story on a Tar Heel, David, a future Tar Heel, Ava Grace Pruitt.
I'm going to tell you what, sign her up for basketball. I know she's going for softball, but sign her up for basketball too. She's a great athlete all the way around.
You can't argue, though, with softball when she threw 2 perfect games this week.
Wow.
The number 1 team in the 2A West, Walkertown, came to town here in Wentworth and dropped a 2-0 contest to Rockingham County as Ava Grace Pruitt struck out 15 of the 21 batters she faced. It's been an unbelievable season so far for AGP, and we'll see. Hopefully she'll make the start on Wednesday. We'll bring you that coverage. Our first softball game of the season as Rockingham County takes on Moorhead here in Wentworth.
Yeah, partner, I was going to ask you if she had struck them all out and sent them back to Alamance to get some steak and shake and go to bed early.
Tonight's starter here at Sam Jones Baseball Complex is Cole Behe. His first start of the year, his 4th appearance, a 1-0 record, a 2.10 ERA, 13 strikeouts to 5 walks, and a 1.05 walks and hits per innings pitched total. As we take a look at the Eastern Guilford starting batting order, it starts with Leland Andrews at second base. Hitting second is the pitcher, Zach Woods. Hitting third is Gavin Pinnix, who's at third base. Jacob Brooks hits fourth. He's the first baseman for the Wildcats. Center fielder Garrett Jones hits fifth. Hitting sixth is DeAndre Anderson, the shortstop. Kwamari Carr, the catcher, hits seventh. Chance DeLapp, the right fielder, hits eighth. And hitting ninth is Cameron Murray in left field. Let's go around the horn for your Rockingham County Cougars. At third base is Honey Hudson Deal. At shortstop is Bryson Apple. At second base is Nate Revis. At first is the big man, Nick Rumley. From left to right in the outfield, Brady is in left. Brady Ross, Luke Strittmatter is in center, and Gavin Goots is in right field. Your DH is Ethan Bognar, and behind the plate is Gage Rakestraw for Cole Behe. As we get ready for first pitch, our home plate umpire wipes the plate. Game time temperature 61 degrees here on this beautiful Friday. The Cougars looking to move to 9-1 on the season with the win and pick up their 8th straight win. Eastern Guilford comes to this one at 2-8 and 2-3 in the conference. The Cougars 5-0 in the Mid-State 3A. The Cougars will be without starters Nate Revis, who started on Tuesday against Eastern Guilford, and Nick Rumley, who made the start against Moorhead. Hudson Deal will be eligible to pitch here today. We'll see if he makes the mound. But we want to see what Cole Behe brings to the plate. The first pitch is outside. Coach Apple saying in the pregame show that Cole had earned this start with his outings thus far. Fastball down the plate for a strike. Glad to have you along. Just underway here in the top half of the first inning, with Andrews at the plate for Eastern Guilford. Here's a 1-1. Catches that outside plate again. Part of the plate, 1-2.
Looks like his command's starting off pretty good. You know, if you're Eastern Guilford, you got to get some runs. You got to get started early. They've only scored at least, 36 runs this year. Got to get going early if you're Eastern Guilford.
He turns and fires from the delivery. Strike three. Caught him looking. One down will bring up the number 2 hitter, Zach Woods, who will be on the mound in the bottom half of the first inning. But it's a tough task to get runs, especially in conference play against this Cougars team. They've only given up 3 total runs in 5 conference games. Righty versus righty, turning that shoulder and offering his Behe. It's outside off the plate, 1-0.
from what I've seen so far, partner. He's got some good breaking stuff. His fastball looks pretty good.
Glove in front of the face. Here's the offering in at strike on the inside part of the plate. You talked about it early. The command is right there.
Yeah, the command looks really good. I mean, you could tell, what a pitcher's going to do, especially on the first couple of batters. Look at that.
Cut on and missed on the fastball outside for strike number 2. 1-2 yet again.
Shaking him off twice. Here we go.
Glove to the face. From the delivery, the 1-2. Right down the plate, just missed outside on the late break. 2-2. If you're going to miss, you like missing there.
So far, so good. He's hitting his spots.
Even count, 2-2. Here's the offering from Behe. Strike 3. Caught him looking yet again. Back-to-back strikeouts to start this one for Cole Behe. I'll bring up the number 3 hitter at third base, Gavin Penix. Three straight righties at the top of the order for Eastern Guilford. Righty versus righty with 2 down. Defense straight away for the Cougars with nobody on. From the delivery, here's the pitch. Catches the outside part of the plate again. Just missing the black. 1-0. What's your favorite saying from the uke?
Just a bit outside.
We'll miss the uke. Here's the 1-0 from Behe. Popped up foul, straight up out of play down the first base side. Just 2 hits given up on the season for Behe, 13 strikeouts heading into this one with 2 here in the first, now at 15 total for the season. Wind blowing towards left field. Here's the 1-1. High fastball at the waist, pop foul and out of play again down the first base side. If you've never been here to Sam Jones Baseball Complex, 350 to left center and right center, 320 down the lines. Here's the pitch from Behe. Breaking ball, caught him early for strike 3. 1, 2, 3 they go. 3 strikeouts for Behe to start. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on base as we head to the bottom half of the first inning. 0-0 score here on RoCo Radio and RoCoRadio.com. Tonight's broadcast is brought to you by our friends at Sandy Cross General Merchandise, serving the Sandy Cross community, Rockingham County, and the surrounding areas of our beautiful Piedmont Triad since 1988. Rockingham County's community store at 164 Boyd Road in the Sandy Cross community, celebrating our 36th anniversary. Stop by Sandy Cross General Merchandise for fresh ice and local pure brand gasoline with the cheapest price in Rockingham County for 93 non-ethanol. Sandy Cross General Merchandise is also your Niece's Sausage headquarters with great value for Rockingham County. To find out more about the Log Cabin Store, visit us on Facebook by searching Sandy Cross General Merchandise. Well, sometimes I say some weird things. But, I'm over that 36 mark, right? Mm-hmm. And I'm not like fine wine. I'm not aging with age.
Uh-huh.
The knees are creaking a little bit more.
Yeah, so you got the...
But what's...
Go ahead.
You got the same problems?
Well, I was going to say you got the busted up knees, you got the dad bod.
Yep.
What else you got here? High cholesterol? I got the high cholesterol. I'll take that one.
A little bit of everything. If it involves health, well, this is my point, okay?
All right.
Year after year, Sandy Cross General Merchandise only gets better with age.
Oh, I like it.
Under the leadership of Ira and Amy Tilley, what they've done down there, it's been impressive. And in this community, that's the place to stop. You need yourself a pop. Yeah, I said pop, not soda.
Pop. Here we go.
You need yourself some eggs, some fresh local eggs, Niece's Sausage, some gas. Get you loaded up at Sandy Cross General Merchandise. Bottom half of the first inning, 0-0 score. Cole Behe got 3 straight strikeouts as we head to the bottom half. Let's take a look at the defense for Eastern Guilford. At third base, it's Gavin Penix. DeAndre Anderson is at short. Leland Andrews is at second base. Jacob Brooks is at first. Kamari Carr's behind the plate from left to right in the outfield. It's Cameron Murray, Garrett Jones, and Chance DeLapp. And on the mound is Zach Woods.
So, partner, I got something I got to tell you.
Uh-oh.
So, Carolina's playing Ole Miss. It's a minute and 9. Carolina has come back from a 25-point deficit to cut it down to 3 with a minute and 9. Let's see what happens.
Here digs in the leadoff hitter, Nate Revis, the second baseman. I'll bring you your batting order here in just a second. Here's the first pitch from Woods, the righty versus a righty, a foul down the line first base side, but it will drop. Nate Revis leads things off for your Cougars, followed by left fielder Brady Ross in the 2-hole. Hitting third is the DH Ethan Bognar. Hitting fourth is Big Nick Rumley at first base. Hitting fifth is Luke Stripmatter in center field. Hitting sixth is Huddy, the home run man from last night, at third base. Hudson Deal. Gage Rakestraw hits seventh. The catcher, Cole Behe, the pitcher, hits eighth. And hitting ninth is the shortstop, Bryson Apple. Revis digs in with a .361 average on the season and an 0-1 count. High fastball taking all the way.
We've went through football. We've went through basketball. Baseball is going to be a busy month for me. I took a job with the Winston-Salem Dash, so I'll be starting with them next month. We start our inter-squad game with Kannapolis.
The Cannonballers, right?
Mm-hmm.
High and tight inside,
Well,
2-1.
We'll call them the Dale Earnhardts. How about that? Okay. Let's just do it that way.
Back in the box on the right side is Revis with 10 RBIs on the season. That leads the Cougars in 5 extra base hits. Got a hold of that one, but turns it foul down the left field side.
That looked like my driver right off the deck. It'll slice way left.
And like a rocket ship, that one is gone.
Yep, and here we go. I got to grab another ball out of the old bag.
Wind blowing out and towards left field. The righty Revis takes the offering from Woods. It's popped up. Kamari Carr, the catcher, can't make the catch. Behind the dish, give Revis another chance at life at the plate.
Woods looks pretty good so far. He's got a good breaking pitch. Like a pretty decent curveball. His fastball looks pretty good for Eastern Guilford.
Revis with a .410 on-base percentage this early season. He's got a 2-2 count here. Defense straight away with nobody on and nobody out. Here's the offering from the righty Woods. High breaking ball. I think that slipped out of his hands. Full count now, 3-2.
It's like defensively, everybody's playing straight up so far.
Here's the 3-2 offering. High fastball again, and Revis will get his third walk of the season. Bring up the number 2 hitter, Brady Ross, who's been on a tear to start this season, hitting .409, a .481 on base percentage, 9 hits.
I'm going to tell you,
and 4 walks.
Partner, as a team, they have a total of 63 walks on the year. Offensively, that's pretty good.
Good start in the top half of the first inning for Cole Behe. 13 pitches, 3 strikeouts. Throw back to first, and Revis is back in time. B. Ross right up on that chalk line on the right side of the batter's box. Woods works from the stretch at the waist with the glove and a high fastball with the shoulders. 1-0. Throw back to first, and Revis is back in plenty of time. The throw from Woods to Brooks is high. 1-0 the count to Ross. He digs back in. Slightly crouched stance, bends the knees just a bit. Tight, compact stance, though. Here's a 1-0 runner on the move. Revis. It's a breaking ball, hangs in the zone to left field. It'll get down just near the line and roll all the way to the wall. Revis rounds third. Holding up at second is B. Ross. No, he'll head to third as Revis scores. He'll get in standing up. 1-0 Cougars.
That was very good base running right there. Very good awareness by Ross. You had an error on the throw right there, and he just kind of a mishap on third base, and he took advantage of it. 1-0 Cougs.
Runners in scoring position. This Cougars offense has been unbelievable this year at 352. A runner at third is Ross. For the number 3 hitter, Ethan Bognar, the DH. Righty versus righty. Here's the offering from Woods. Breaking ball hangs there at the waist, inside, just off the plate. 1-0. Six RBIs on the season for Bognar, who's hitting .393. Hangs in there with the changeup. Inside for a strike, 1-1. One thing with Woods, as you mentioned, he's liking hitting the corners here so far.
He's hitting the corners, but, man, I would have loved to have jumped on that one. That was a hanger.
Here's a 1-1 to Bognar. Ground ball, third base side. The chopper, one-handed stop by manager Zach Apple. And foul. That's some good hands.
That was very good hands. Any relation to Bryson?
I believe so.
Is it? Okay.
I believe Bryson's his son.
Ah, okay.
But I can't believe I haven't asked to make it official. Here's a 1-2. Bouncer to Bognar at the plate, 2-2. Bogey leading the team with 11 stolen bases. Looking to get on base and wreak havoc and drive in a run. 1-0 lead for Rockingham County. Right down the plate, ripped it. Left field.
Foul.
It's foul. Whew.
Oh, my goodness. That was close.
That was that same changeup inside.
I might go get that foul ball, see if I can't get a piece of chewing gum. Do they do that here?
I'm not sure.
Okay,
They should.
I might have to try it.
Get you some bazooka?
No, hey. I tell you what.
Hey,
I brought the foul ball.
Old and stale gum?
I brought the foul ball back. Let me get some hot chocolate. How
There
about
you
that?
go. I
How
like
about
that.
Yeah.
Even count to Bognar back at the plate with a runner on third. Brady Ross driving in Revis. In his at-bat, a double and an error.
Yes.
Released right up the middle, base hit. Walking in is B. Ross, and over to first is Bognar with the RBI single.
That's a really good piece of hitting right there. Just fought it off right up the middle. Great
RBI
job.
number 7 on the season. So 12 hits and 7 RBIs on those hits as it brings up big Nick Rumley, hitting .364 on the year. 8 hits, 8 RBIs. With speed at first base. It's Bognar with 11 stolen bases. Throw back. Easily back to the bag is Bognar. 2 runs on the board here for the Cougars. An RBI double for Brady Ross. And an RBI single for Ethan Bognar, who's on the move. Here's a throw from Carr, sliding in even before the baseball got past the mound, is Bognar with the stolen base. So runner in scoring position for Rumley, who's hitting .364 with runners at second or third. Rests the bat on his shoulder from the right side. Woods steps off the mound, fakes the throw over to second.
That was a good pickoff move.
Woods looks to second, glove just below the waist. Now here's the offering from the stretch. Just above the waist inside.
Oh, he's running. He's going to third.
Bognar gets there standing up.
Great base running right there.
Great reading of the pitcher. So let's mark 2 stolen bases here. Put his season total to 13. Here's a 1-1 from Woods. Opposite way for Rumley. It'll drop in right field in front of DeLapp. Walking in to score is Bognar from third. 3-0 Cougars here in the first.
That's a great piece of hitting by the big man, Nick Rumley right there. I was going to say, too, that right fielder, he was playing right there at the line. So, yeah, that was a good punch into right field. Good job.
And Bognar's base running and recognizing the pitcher not paying attention to him gets him into score there from third.
You already got Woods with 18 pitches.
Throw back to first. Not in time. Bring up number 1 in our hearts, too, Luke Stripmatter. Throw back to first.
Tell you what can't this kid do? He can do everything. Football, basketball, golf, track and field, baseball.
Probably plays a mean tiddlywinks. Throw back to first. Seriously.
I'll tell you what.
I bet you he could play chess well. I'm sure there's.
He's probably, he's that good. He's probably got a perfect bracket right now in the NCAA
probably,
tournament.
Most likely.
You know what?
Back in the box on the right side. Rumley with a small lead at first. 3-0 lead for the Cougars. Woods from the stretch. Breaking ball does not break. High. Almost above the head. 1-0. RBI single for Nick Rumley. An RBI single for Ethan Bognar. And an RBI double for Brady Ross. Cole Behe with 3 straight strikeouts in the top half of the first inning. Is how we get here to the 3-0 lead. The number 5 hitter at the plate and a 1-0 count.
Let's see if my man Stripmatter can't crank one right here. We need a fastball.
High fastball, even with the bill of the batting helmet. 2-0. Small lead for Rumley at first. They'll go back that way. Ball is in the dirt. Nice backhand, though, at first by Brooks to keep it in play. 2-0 with the man with a pink bat, Luke Stripmatter. Throw back to first. Rumley didn't even have a lead over there.
Well, buddy, my Tar Heels are out.
Oh, they couldn't finish
going
it,
back to Chapel Hill.
It's baseball season, buddy.
Yes,
Sorry.
it is. That's okay. We're doing pretty good in baseball.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. Belichick can save a little bit of money on the pizza.
Rumley reads the pitcher. Check swing by Ross will send him back to first base. So are you telling me that UNC's become a baseball and football school now?
They've always been a baseball school.
I know.
Always been a baseball school. Basketball, man, it's kind of been trending down. We're kind of been up and down the last couple of years. Football, I have no idea what we're in store for, but I'm hoping it's good things.
Hitters count for Stripmatter. High fastball jumping up to make the catch and keep it from going to the backstop. His car. 3-1 the count.
If you're Woods right here, you got to take a deep breath, relax, get a strike in there. And if you're Stripmatter, go ahead and crank one.
3-1 pitch. Right down the plate. Nice break that time. Late cut. On the outside part of the plate, started middle. And Strick can't catch up to it. Full count, 3-2. Runner on first base for the Cougars, a 3-0 lead. Here at Sam Jones Baseball Complex, bottom half of the first inning. Here's a pitch from Woods, a high pop-up at short. Anderson shades towards second base and makes the catch for the out. One down, it brings up Hudson Deal, who had a solo shot on Wednesday against Moorhead.
Number 12, Gage Rakestraw.
Deal hitting .400, a .583 on-base percentage, 10 for 25, 3 home runs, 10 RBIs, 10 walks, and a .500 average with runners in scoring position.
I'm going to tell you what, partner. All of Rockingham County, you got Moorhead, Rockingham, McMichael, Reidsville, and that's a ball.
Rumley on the move, the throw down, and sliding in, getting the stolen base is Rumley. A rumbling, Nick Rumley.
I was going to say, all 4 fields, man, are absolutely immaculate. Beautiful.
You can tell how much baseball means to this community just by heading to our baseball diamonds. The 1-0 hangs in the zone. Dill just a bit ahead of it. He'll pop it straight back. Mike in the comments.
As my man Lou Brown would say.
Going after Woodsy. I love to see that.
Throw him the heater, Ricky.
1-1 to Huddy. Woods hangs it in the zone, goes opposite way, jammed him a bit, but that's deep in right center, and it will drop in front of the right fielder. DeLapp. Rounding third is Rumley. Heading to third is Deal. The slide in head first, and he's in there safely. An RBI triple for Hudson Deal.
So he hit that one off the bottom of the barrel, fought that one off. Blooper into right field for a triple.
Got a little bit of help from the wind, I think.
Yes, he did.
Brings up Gage Rakestraw, the catcher, the number 7 man in the order. 4-0 lead for the Cougars. Runner at third is Deal. Here's the offering from Woods. Nice cut.
So, this is a new sport we're covering this year. We're just getting all kinds of news for Roco Radio,
It's been a great year.
How good are you? How good was my partner in baseball? Let's talk about that.
Ooh, popped opposite way for Rakestraw. To second base, the catch is made by Andrews. The throw home, holding up, is Deal at third. He thought about it for just a second. 2 down. You talk about real baseball on the field?
Mm-hmm.
I was an all-star in Pony League.
Okay.
Center field, believe it or not. I could hit it maybe halfway to third base on the ground, but I could run.
You could run.
Yeah,
Oh,
believe it or not.
Somebody's telling me one.
No, I'm not. I believe me. Believe me. High fastball at the letters. 1-0.
No ACL tears? Everything was good?
None.
Okay.
None.
All right. Okay.
Meniscus tear.
Meniscus
But that
tear.
happened in flag football. The 1-0. High fastball again
Flag
at the numbers.
football. Oh,
in college, yeah.
I'm learning something new here. Okay, let's talk about that.
It was not good.
Oh.
You know, I'm a Detroit Lions fan, and Barry
Okay.
Sanders, Joe Dexter, 5'6",
So was you a
and nothing, thought I could do juke moves like Barry Sanders, and all of a sudden I'm laying on the turf.
So let me ask you this: was you
2-0 is low. It goes to the backstop, and walking in.
So was
is
you
Deal.
actually on the field, or was you making high quality H2O? Which one was you?
It was rec league, so I was on the field.
Oh, you was on the field.
it was intramurals in college. I was on the field.
Okay.
Barely. Brings up Cole Behe, who has a 3-0 count. Defense straight away, just a bit in at third for Penix, even with the bag.
Okay, my man said you could run. All right. How much you paying him to say that? $20?
$20 is $20. As Behe heads to first and draws the walk.
And you got Woods up to 33 pitches still in the first, and here comes the manager.
Here comes Jeff Allred of Eastern Guilford with 2 down.
CP tries to calm him down a little bit, throw some strikes.
Courtesy runner for the pitcher Behe is Carter Matthews at first. 2 down, 5-0 lead for the Cougars. Behe with 3 straight strikeouts. Got 2 looking. And I got the last one swinging in the top half of the inning. His first start of the season. Long conversation on the mound. You think this home plate umpire is going to make a march down there? Or are you going to think he's going to let him talk for a while? They thought about it there for a second. I was sitting here on the...
Well, I was getting ready to call him over here. See if I couldn't get him a hot chocolate. They could discuss a little further.
So here comes Allred back to the dugout.
He ain't getting my Arby's Dr. Pepper, though. I'll tell you that right now. That's staying right here.
Yes, Melita, I did wrestle. I was decent at that. Not baseball. I was an all-star, but just because nobody else could be.
He was the only one on the team.
Only one from our team made it, and our team won 1 game. Here's a throwback. I was decent. I'm
Okay.
You know I like to poke at myself.
Yeah,
I was
I know,
decent, but nothing like these guys. Matthews with a decent lead. At first, throw back. Matthews, I believe, with 2 stolen bases this season. Make it 1 stolen base on the year. Maybe I'm predicting something.
That's 4 straight pickoffs to first. Let's see what he does right here. Oh.
And number 5. Somebody got the signs over here from third base?
I don't know.
Number 9 hitter Bryson Apple just looking for the first pitch of the at-bat.
He's got a good lead. Here he goes.
There he goes. He's on the run. High and tight inside. No throw for Carr. And standing up is Matthews at second base. Called it. Called it, partner.
Yep, they're taking advantage of it. They're taking advantage of it.
Apple back in on the right side.
Great base running, man. Good day, great base running.
I believe that's stolen base number 3 on
He's
the
probably
day.
going to go again.
Check swing goes back to the pitcher. Picked up by Woods. Throw to first is in time to Brooks in plenty of time. The Cougars score 5 runs on 3 hits. 1 error and 1 left on base. We head to the second inning. 5-0 lead for the Cougars here on Roco Radio and RocoRadio.com.
Partner, guess who we're going to see next Friday?
Who's that?
Take a guess. These two guys
oh my gosh.
have sung together for a long time.
Do they got long hair?
Nope. They're Cowboys.
Oh, okay.
They're Cowboys.
Is it?
I give you a
They're
hint.
legendary Cowboys, right?
They're legendary.
The best duo in country music history.
That's it.
Brooks and Dunn.
Brooks and Dunn. Now we're going to see them Friday at the Spectrum Center. My wife said, look, if you don't get me these tickets.
I remember we were at a game and she texted you and said, we're going to this.
You're grounded. You're not going to do any kind of broadcasting for the rest of the season. And that's it. Okay, I got you.
You like the twang, though. You like country music, don't
I like
you?
a little bit. I like the older stuff, not this new stuff. I
Yeah,
don't
same
know. I
here.
can't stand this new stuff. The old stuff, yes. Love it. I like everything. You know me. My
man.
Spotify's lit up.
Your Spotify is confused.
I'm going from 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s. It don't matter, man.
It's still looking for an identity.
I rock it. Oh, it ain't going to never have an identity. I promise you that.
Cole Behe back to the mound for the Cougars. 5-0 lead. He got 3 straight strikeouts in the top half of the first inning. He'll face Brooks, Jones, and Anderson. Number 3, 4, 5, and 6 hitters for the Wildcats.
Leading things off for Eastern Guilford in the top of the second will be number 15, Jacob Brooks. On deck, number 8, Garrett Jones.
So Brooks from the right side. Digs in the box. The bat stays on his shoulder. As Behe turns and delivers a swung-on strike. Outside part of the plate, 0-1. It's a deceptive delivery. It's hard to pick up the baseball, imagine the way he turns, especially against righties. Inside fastball popped up high down the line in third. Huddy's heading towards the foul line, and it gets out of play. Jump. I think he might have lost his glove, too.
I want to tell you, he was inches from catching that one. He almost had it.
Hat tip to the fan who threw the glove back into Huddy.
I would have took it and ran off. I think he would have kicked me out.
No, they would have chased you down, then kicked you out. Got the glove back. 0-2 the count after the foul ball for Brooks.
No, so I'll tell you a funny story after this pitch as far as Swifty goes.
Here's the 0-2 Behe, and it's fouled back.
So I love irritating the mess out of my wife. So every chance I get, I'll turn it on some Taylor Swift and start singing it just because it irritates her.
That.
It keeps everything flowing, keeps the blood flowing.
She's a saint.
Yes, she is.
Righty versus righty. The 0-2, check swing in the dirt, and he went. 4 straight strikeouts for Cole Behe.
Now batting number 8, Garrett
Brings up center fielder Garrett Jones. Jones, the first lefty in the order for Eastern Guilford. So be righty versus lefty. Nice outside
Man,
fastball.
He is painting the outside corner.
Who's that?
Huh?
Who's that?
Who's that?
Bob Ross?
Bob Ross.
The 0-1. Can't catch up to it. Jones on the inside part of the plate.
Painting a beautiful canvas, you know it? That's what he's doing. We're going to put a little bit on these trees.
0-2 for Behe. Ran a timeout.
Oh, Bob Ross. This looks like a scenery he would paint.
Fastball high at the waist. Cut on and miss. Strike 3.
B said paint that.
5 straight Ks to start this one for number 11. Brings up the number 6 hitter, DeAndre Anderson, who's at short today. Takes a couple practice swings, now into the box. Wipes the dirt near home plate on the right side. Digs in as Behe holds the glove at the waist. Now quickly to the face, and the delivery on the turn for the righty is just low. 1-0. Little waggle of the bat for Anderson. The 1-0 can't catch up to it. 1-1. Wind blowing straight away to left. 2 down here in the top half of the second inning. 5-0 lead for the Cougars. 5 straight strikeouts for Behe. Can't catch up to that one above the waist. He's in a 1-2 count. Anderson back in on the right side. Set up on the outside part of the plate is Rakestraw. A little bit of delay in the delivery. The 1-2 outside part of the plate for strike 3. He is him. 6 straight strikeouts for Cole Behe. As we head to the bottom half of the second inning, 5-0 lead for the Cougars. No runs, no hits, no errors. Nobody has been on base. 5-0 Cougars here on Roco Radio and RocoRadio.com. Tonight's broadcast brought to you by Sandy Cross General Merchandise, serving the Sandy Cross community, Rockingham County, and surrounding areas of our beautiful Piedmont Triad since 1988. Rockingham County's community store at 164 Boyd Road in the Sandy Cross community. Celebrating our 36th anniversary. Stop by Sandy Cross General Merchandise for fresh ice and local pure brand gasoline with the cheapest price in Rockingham County for 93 non-ethanol. Sandy Cross General Merchandise is also your Niece's Sausage headquarters with great value for Rockingham County. To find out more about the Log Cabin store, visit us on Facebook by searching Sandy Cross General Merchandise. No, Emils, we can't be. Only one broadcast is allowed on Facebook at a time. And so 2 rivals in the county facing. So Hatley and Ramey are on Facebook tonight.
Boy, I bet that's been a good matchup. Coach Elrod took round 1, right?
5-1.
5-1
at home.
I know that. I know he was wanting that one bad. I know he wants it again tonight. He was a coach at McMichael for a good while. He brought some of those boys up, such as Dunn and his son Brady Elrod. You got Matthew Wright. He coached with. A lot of good ball players. Coach Elrod's got to coach. I'm really proud of him. I'm glad he's. Ooh.
Woods rips one down the line here on the first base side.
He's really going to turn that Reidsville baseball program around for sure, man.
Zach Woods returns to the mound for the Wildcats. The leadoff hitter, Nate Revis, at the plate to start things off here in the bottom half of the second. He drew a walk in his first at-bat. Right down the plate, that's hit to center field. Taking 4 or 5 steps in is the center fielder Jones, and he'll make the catch for the out. Brings up the left fielder, Brady Ross, a double and an RBI. Make that a double just in the first inning. Reached third on an error by the left fielder and came in to score on the RBI single from Ethan Bognar. So here's Ross from the right side facing Woods. Woodsy, if you were to describe his stuff, it's good command, not too much velocity for Woods.
Great breaking ball.
Inside, early on it is Ross.
And from what I've seen, if he's painting the corners pretty good, he's doing great. But sometimes that hanging breaking ball gets away from him.
Here's the 1-1. Fastball just above the waist. Catching up to it is Ross, but he'll hit it out of play just in front of the batting cages here on the first base side at Sam Jones Baseball Complex. 1-2.
He's doing a lot better job in his second, right? And, you know, just taking his time, relaxing a little bit more.
Right down the plate, hit through the hole at short past Anderson. Ross will round first and hold up there. He'll go halfway to second base and come back. As the left fielder Murray gets it in, and it brings up Ethan Bognar. An RBI single in the first and 2 stolen bases. Bogey's hitting .393, a .452 on base percentage. 3 doubles and a home run on the season. From the right side, righty versus righty slide step from the pitcher Woods. A high fastball and easily into second base is Ross.
Yeah, they're picking on the catcher. Pretty good.
Stolen base number 4 for Ross on the season.
And he might go again.
Halfway to third. This one's popped up into left field. It'll drop right in front of the left fielder, just off his glove, Murray. In at third and standing up is Ross. Bognar will stay at first base. How'd you rule that?
I would rule that an error. That was very catchable. That would be an error right there.
There you go. The score agrees with you.
Thank you, buddy. I appreciate that.
Brings up Big Nick Rumley.
I'm here all night.
Righty versus righty. On the move is Bognar. That's his 3rd stolen base of the evening.
I'm going to tell you,
we're in the second inning.
This is my first time calling a baseball game. I'm used to chaos. I'm used to tackling. I'm used to fast breaks.
Peacefulness.
This is peaceful. Relaxing.
2 runners in scoring position for Rumley. High and tight inside.
Right beside the grill.
You smell the hot dogs?
I'm smelling hot dogs. Man, this is different.
1-1 count, 1 down. Runners at second and third. Here's the pitch to Rumley. High and inside. The Cougars as a team hitting .352 with runners in scoring position. Rumley above that at .364. 5-0 lead for Rockingham County with 2 runners in scoring position. 1 out here in the bottom half of the second. The pitch to Rumley, grounded to Anderson at short. It goes through his legs. In to score is Ross, rounding is Bognar at third. Here's the throw home from Anderson, a good throw. The tag is in time. On the bounce, a great grab by Carr, right into his glove off the bounce in the dirt, and a slow tag gets the out. So 2 down, 1 run comes in, 6-0.
So you got to rule that one a error by the shortstop.
E6 and a put out at home. Brings up Luke Stripmatter, who popped up to short in his first at-bat.
I might have to meet this guy. He's the only one that agrees with me about anything.
Here's the pitch from Woods inside.
I like this.
Rumley at second. The 1-0 to Stritt. Laces that into center field. Jones takes 1 step back, makes the catch for out number 3. The Cougars add a run here in the second inning, make it 6-0 here on Roco Radio and RocoRadio.com.
7 for the Cougars in the bottom of the second. 1 run, 2 hits. 1 run left on base.
Trying to wait for this man to take off. I'm going
to open the Weber grill and steal something?
I'm going to steal one of those hot dogs right there. He's guarding that thing with his life. Look at him.
51 pitches for Woods. Cole Behe will return for his third inning of work. 24 pitches, 6 strikeouts.
Hey, I just have to call it like I see it, man. Those poor little leaguers. I'm throwing at them. That's what I'm going to do.
Yeah, Woodsy would be the coach that throws 86 as the pitching coach.
Oh, I'm taking them to the Carolina Batting Academy. I'm putting them in the 93-mile-an-hour one. Hit that, kids. No, actually, over the summer, man, I was.
You did coach some,
I was
didn't
with
you?
the
I forgot about
YMCA. I did. I coached two T-ball teams. I had fun, watching them pick their boogers and slide around, and some of them would cry and run off the field, and I'd be looking for a third baseman, and it was pretty fun.
Mike says he'd be a coach, pitch, and celebrate throwing a no-hitter.
It did. It was fun, man. Letting them teach let me teach them the game of baseball, and learning the techniques of hitting and fielding, and it was pretty fun. I enjoyed it. Taylor Lugers, the women's basketball coach from McMichael, I coached his son.
Nice.
Yeah, we had a good time.
Assistant baseball coach as well.
Yep.
It'll be 7, 8, and 9 for Eastern Guilford. Kwamari Carr, the catcher, will lead things off here in the third. Cole Behe back to work, 24 pitches, 6 strikeouts. Righty versus righty, here's the offering. Behe just missed the plate outside. Could hear Coach Apple, though, said that a boy, he liked where that was put. 1-0. Right back to it, turning the shoulder. The offering from the delivery is outside and low, 2-0.
You know what I got a kick out of with coaching this summer? All these kids would fight over the ball. So you'd have the whole team running out to the ball and beating each other up trying to get it.
The 2-0. There's the fastball, inside part, down the plate, 2-1.
And then when one didn't get it, they'd start crying. It's okay, kid. You'll get the next one.
Some of us never get it.
Uh-huh.
Here's the 2-1 from Behe. Inside part of the plate for a strike. Wind dies down just a bit, now picks up towards left field. Here's the 2-2 to Carr. Going opposite way, right into the glove of Nate Revis at second base.
Carr lines up to second baseman for the first out. Now
Brings up Chance DeLapp, the right fielder, number 8 hitter.
Cameron Murray.
Crouch stance for DeLapp. Here's the delivery from Behe.
That one just missed.
The 1-0. Ooh, that was nasty. Started at the knees and broke down near the ankles. DeLapp can't catch up to it. 1-1. Here comes the 1-1 offering. Just off the edge of the bat, foul tip. 1-2.
So Melita, she knew that I was a bad kid in Stoneville, so she had locked me in the custodian's closet. She wouldn't let me out until the bell rung and it was time to go. I'm just picking Melita. I'm just picking.
Here's the 1-2.
There it
Right
is.
down the plate, outside part. Caught him looking, strike 3.
D-Dot goes in looking for the second out. Now batting number 21, Cameron Murray. On deck, number 12, Milan Andrews.
Make that 7 strikeouts of the 8 batters he's faced. 2 down. And the number 9 hitter, Cameron Murray, in left field. Righty versus righty. Deal plays just in front of the bag at third. Everybody else straight away in the infield. Tailing, breaking ball. Cut on a miss for strike 1.
Ooh,
Don't know
was
where
close.
that missed. Outside part, fastball 1-1. Here's the 1-1.
There it is.
There it is outside for a strike 1-2.
I'm not
6-0 lead for the Cougars. 5 runs in the first, 1 in the second. And Cole Behe was 7 strikeouts with 8 batters faced. Here's the 1-2. In the dirt and outside. Even count 2-2. Smell that?
It's like popcorn.
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 Oh, that's what it is.
Hot dogs.
Get a lot of good bang for your buck in the concession stand here at Sam Jones. The
There he
2-2 can't catch up to it. Strike 3.
How many strikeouts you got, partner? I got 7. Am I wrong?
8.
8.
3 straight in the first, 3 straight in the second, and back-to-back to end the third for Cole Behe. We head to the bottom half of the third inning. 6-0 lead for the Cougars here at Sam Jones Baseball Complex on Roco Radio and RocoRadio.com.
My partner over here has got a
You like that?
1,000-page Bible. I like that. That's
It's a
nice.
200-pager
That is nice.
scorebook. This is the Bob Carpenter's baseball scorebook.
Okay. Whoa, whoa. we
Bob
better watch it.
Carpenter, the play-by-play announcer on Nesson for the Washington Nationals, created this himself. And
Hey, you might want to throw that in the trash. Washington Nationals. I mean, have they ever won?
2019 World Series champions, okay?
They did.
Come on. Max Scherzer and company.
Max Scherzer.
Listen, I can't talk. I'm a Detroit Tigers fan.
Man, that dude. He's a freak of nature, ain't he? Still pitching. Him and Verlander both. Verlander's
both
with the
of those
Giants.
guys. Scherzer with the Blue Jays. It'll be interesting to see.
Oh, he'll be a Yankee. He'll be a Yankee.
Yeah, I
Garrett
imagine
Cole.
so.
Garrett Cole's out for the year. Tommy John. I could see Mad Max.
I
with
could
those-
see both of those guys ending back up in
crazy
New York,
eyes.
depending
Good
what happens
day.
in San Fran.
Yeah, that's true.
They both. San Fran could have a good year though, but they're in a tough division.
Yeah, you'd think Verlander's on a downslide. Mad Max, though, man. Good. I don't know. Verlander, too.
Verlander's still throwing 98 in the seventh
he's
inning.
still,
so.
yeah.
Huddy will lead things off here in the bottom half of the third inning for the Cougars. A 6-0 lead. Breaking ball hangs in the zone. It goes under the bat, though, but Deal gets it past the third baseman. Penix, and it'll be a single.
Deal singles to left, bringing up number 12, Gage Rakestraw. On deck, number 11,
Brings up
Cole
Gage
Behe.
Rakestraw, the catcher, hitting 7th today for Rockingham County. 444 average to start today, 8 for 18. 2 doubles and 3 RBIs.
You know, being that I'm working with the Winston-Salem Dash now, I got to be a White Sox fan. You know
Oh,
that?
come on.
I have to. Have to support.
No, you don't.
I do.
You can root for the prospects, but it doesn't mean you have to root for the White Sox.
will.
Nobody in this world wants to root for the White Sox.
Hey, at least you know what you're getting. A bunch of losses.
Almost said something I regretted. Here's the 1-0. Almost at the Lenners on the breaking ball.
You know why I said that, though? You know, I knew you was a Detroit fan. That's why I had to throw it in your face a little bit.
I was going to say, as a UNC football fan, you're used to that. But
Oh, well, that's true.
not anymore, though.
Poor Mac Brown.
Woods offering the 2-0 on the
Oh.
move. Is Deal. Rakestraw hits this high and deep into left. It bounces off the fence at the 350 mark in left center. Up to third is Deals. Rakestraw is at second after the double.
He said the White Sox don't even root for the Red Sox.
Brings up Cole Behe, the pitcher. And the number 8 hitter in the order. A double for Rakestraw. Hudson Deal led things off this half inning with a single. Runners at second and third.
I'll tell you, though, when I get you some of those free tickets, you got to definitely get out there, man.
I'll
It's a
go.
beautiful ballpark.
You know me. I'll be there.
I know you will.
Woods from the stretch. First pitch of the at-bat to Behe is a breaking ball. Got it past him. 0-1. Little hit and run action here. You don't want to be too aggressive, though. Woods down the plate. That one's hit into center field. Jones, it'll drop in front of him. Here comes Huddy to score. Up to third is the courtesy running for the catcher, Rakestraw. That's Hicks. And a run comes in to score 7-0. We have a courtesy running for the pitcher, Behe. Here comes Carter Matthews at first base.
The one bright spot of this job, though, I'll be working with Jim Leland's son.
That's awesome. Patrick Leland, right?
Patrick Leland, yep. I haven't got to meet him yet, but I'm sure I'm going to be crossing paths with him.
Runner on the move is Matthews, the courtesy runner. No throw down to second base with a runner on third. So move Matthews up to second. Hicks at third, and a strike to the number 9 hitter, Bryson Apple, who hit a check swing back to the pitcher in his first at-bat in the first inning. Breaking ball hangs in the zone. That is ripped into left field. That's way over the head of left fielder Murray. Walking in is Hicks. Jogging in is Matthews. 2 runs. And heading to third is Apple. Here's the throw to the cutoff man. No throw to third. Standing up triple for Bryson Apple and 2 RBIs.
Bryson Apple triples to left, driving in
So he
Hicks and Matthews.
hits triples. He shoots triples.
Right.
I mean, man,
He likes the number 3,
he
don't he?
likes 3.
We might as well just start calling him Trey.
That's what I'm talking about.
Back to the top of the order for Revis after the 2 RBI triple for Apple. He stands at third. 9-0 lead for the Cougars. You're in the bottom half of the third inning.
Oh, Trey Apple. That's what I'm talking about.
Revis with a walk and popped up to center field in the second. Here's the offering from Woods right down the plate. Left field, high and deep. Over the head of Murray and over the fence. No, it hits the top of the fence. Almost out of here. Walking in to score is Apple. An RBI double for Nate Revis. I thought that was out of here, partner.
It was close. He hit the top of the Reidsville sign.
So here's Brady Ross, the left fielder, in the first. He had a double, a single, and a stolen base in the second. Revis at second with a decent lead. Here's the offering from Woods. From the stretch, the righty to the righty Ross. Just a looping ball to short. Anderson backtracks and makes the catch for the out.
Ross pops it to the shortstop for the first down. Now batting number 17, Ethan Boatnar on deck.
So what's the pitch count for high school? 75?
105.
105.
And you can face the batter. If you're at 105, you can finish the at-bat.
105. He's at 62 right now.
And then it's 4 days rest following.
Yeah. Okay.
4 runs here in the third. Runner on the move. Revis, the throw down to third, sliding in leg
home.
first, and it's going to get past the third baseman, Penix. And walking in to score is Nate Revis.
Make that 11-0. Rockingham County Cougars.
So the number 76 plus is 4 days rest.
Okay.
So
okay.
right now with 63 pitches for Woods, he would have to have 3 days rest if his outing were to stop right here. Here's the pitch to Bognar outside to the DH. 5 runs here in the third, 5 in the first, 1 in the second for the Cougars. They lead it 11-0. Here's a pitch from Woods. It's popped up first base side. Brooks camps under it, takes a quick slide towards first base and makes the catch for the out.
You know, the one good thing, and I know Eastern Guilford has struggled quite a bit this year, they're young.
They're very young.
I'm counting 2 juniors, 3 seniors, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 sophomores.
Nobody on, 2 out. Nick Rumley at the plate. A pitch from Zach Woods is outside, 1-0. The 1-0 hangs in the zone on the breaking ball inside, just above the waist. Popped up on a play. So the good thing for pitching-wise, 30 or less, you don't need any rest. So if you need a stopper in the ninth, that guy can come back and pitch the next day. Or in a situational matchup. Line drive to center field for Rumley. That goes into the gap, almost bounces to the fence. Jones grabs it with the bare hand, throws it into second. And Rumley with a stand-up double.
Rumley doubles to center. Now batting number 1, Luke Stripmatter on deck. Number 15, Hudson Deal.
Brings up Luke Stripmatter. Center fielder today, 2 pop-ups, 1 to short and 1 to center field. 2 down, bottom half of the third inning, 5 runs on the board here in this half frame. 11 total for the Cougars. Woods down the plate, ground ball, the backhand from Anderson, and the throw to first is in time. Nice play from Anderson. Brings us to the top half of the fourth inning. 11-0 lead for Rockingham County here at Sam Jones Baseball Complex on Roco Radio and RocoRadio.com. Just for math purposes, partner, I'm glad that Strick grounded out there because I have no more spots on my book as they went around the order in that half inning. I can't start taking shoes off here at the baseball. I mean, that's when we start getting into trouble.
You'll get kicked out for your feet stinking. They might not allow that.
Mike in the comments, that week back in my day, we'd throw 150 pitches per game, 6 games a week, and walk to school every day uphill both ways with grandma on our backs. But he said, for real, no, the pitch count is a good move and an awesome step.
A pack of nabs in one hand and a pop in the other, huh?
RC Cola and a moon pie.
How about that?
So we start the fourth inning, 11-run lead for the Cougars, and a good reason for that is Cole Behe. 6 straight strikeouts to start this one. They got 2 of the 3 batters he faced in the third. He's got 8 strikeouts so far, and all goose eggs on the board. Oops, did I say that?
Mm-hmm.
Oops. I don't believe in the broadcaster jinx.
Well,
I mean, Cole's dealing and delivering. Nothing that we say is going to stop that.
Okay. I'll tell you what, you owe me a hot dog if that happens.
With chili and slaw.
Yes.
Back to the top of the order. It's Leland Andrews who struck out looking in the first. A second baseman for Eastern Guilford. Crouch stands from the right side, facing the righty Behe, who turns the shoulder and offers to the plate for a strike.
So you owe me a hot dog, and if we make it to the 7th inning, you have to sing the "Take Me Out to the Ball Game."
No, I didn't sign up for that.
Yeah,
Behe with gas on the outside part of the plate.
Don't worry, I signed you up.
Andrews can't get to it. 0-2. Behe accepts the sign from Rakestraw, who sets up on the outside part of the plate. Right in the same spot, just misses. 1-2.
Yeah, just a little low. That's what the ump was saying.
1-2 count to the leadoff hitter, Andrews. Right down the pipe, strike 3.
Andrews goes out swinging for the first out. Now batting number 3, Zach Woods on deck. Number 27, Gavin Penny.
Brings up Zach Woods, who struck out in the first looking. 9 strikeouts for Behe. First start of the season. His 4th appearance. Came into this one with a 2.10 ERA. Catches the outside part of the plate again. 0-1.
He is dealing. It don't matter where it's at. Inside, outside, he's catching every corner.
Here's the 0-1. Foul tip. He's got this stuff, right? He's got good velocity, but it's been the command. Command-wise, this has been the best outing that I've seen so far this year.
Coach giving a little strategy right there. I think that was a little strategy call, huh? Yep.
He's got a little smile. See Coach Apple as he heads back. 0-2. Let's make it number 10 here.
That's one position I never wanted to play.
What's that?
Catcher. He got beat up pretty good. Whew.
Sets up on the outside, does Rakestraw. The 0-2 curveball just missed. 1-2. The 1-2 to Woods from the delivery. Inside fastball, grounded to third. Deal goes down to one knee, picks it up. The pick at first is just wide for Page, who's in the game for Rumley. Over to second is Woods.
So they should rule that as an error.
E5 or E3? Which one would you go? Third baseman throws fault? Or
No,
first
that's first baseman. He's got to pick that. That was there. He's just got to pick it.
Great play by Deal, who went down to one knee on the hot shot to third base. Got up to make the throw. First pitch of the at-bat to the number 3 hitter, Penix, is outside for a ball. 11-0 lead for the Cougars. Deal plays in at the cut of the grass at third, as does Page at first. Ground ball, slow roller right to him, off his glove. Picking up, spinning, he'll hold on to it and not make a throw. That's just one of those baseballs where you're not expecting the ball to roll that slow to third. It gets to the cut and just hits off the tip of the glove for Deal.
Now batting number 15, Jacob Brooks. On deck, number 8, Garrett.
Brings up the number 4 hitter, Jacob Brooks. Behe works from the stretch. These last 2 at-bats, the first time he's had to today, and that's a strike. 0-1. Brooks struck out in the second inning. Good lead for Woods at second base. Very small lead for Penix at first. Page doesn't play the bag. With 1 out. Nice pitch down the plate at the waist. One and one. Apple goes to cover at second. Now we'll shade back to short. What a pitch outside. Leaves some late break, and no way Brooks can get to it. 1-2. Little fastball inside right here. Jam him up. Behe from the stretch. Looks to second. Here's the offering home. Outside again with the slide piece, 2-2. Runners on first and second for the Wildcats. With 1 down here in the top half of the 4th. Both players reaching by error. That's laced, though, into left field. Ross gets it. Here's the throw into the cutoff man. Apple, the throw home. And sliding in and scoring is Woods.
That was a good piece of hitting by Jacob Brooks right there. He, when I was watching him, he was kind of dropping his shoulder just a tad bit, but it was a level swing right there. Good shot to left field. RBI single.
Cuts the deficit to 10 and brings up the center fielder, Garrett Jones. He toes the first base side of the rubber with runners on first and second. Oh, man, that is unhittable.
That was nasty.
Slider that started just off the middle part of the plate and broke inside to the lefty for a strike. Here's the 0-1. Fastball high and outside, 1-1. First base side of the rubber for Behe. With Penix and Brooks on the base pass at first and second. Late release from Behe is a high fastball. 2-1. Hitters count for Jones. Inside, just off the plate again. 3-1.
You know, if I was Behe right here, I wouldn't even – it's like he's focused on the runner at second. I wouldn't even worry about that. I would just, you know, put all your vision into the catcher's mitt. There it is. There you go.
Gas, 3-2.
I mean, you're looking at a 10-run lead. I would just – all I'm worried about is the hitting the catcher's mitt.
Full count. Runners on first and second. Behe from the first base side of the rubber. Righty versus lefty. Inside fastball. Can't get it. Strikeout number 10 for Behe. Brings up DeAndre Anderson, the shortstop, who struck out in the second. Back-to-back errors by the infield put runners on first and second. An RBI single for Jacob Brooks makes it 11-1. Behe works with 2 outs and runners on first and second. And under the bat of Anderson with the breaking ball, 0-1. Big exhale for Behe, who takes the glove from his leg to the waist and a timeout at home plate from the shortstop Anderson. He'll dig right back in, though, on the right side. Here's the offering from Cole Behe. Curveball with late movement. That one was one of those 12-6ers that started at the shoulders of Anderson and worked all the way to the outside part of the plate on the left side. Evened up, 1-1. Behe right down the plate with a fastball. It's popped up in foul territory. Rakestraw calls for it near the dugout on the first base side and makes the catch for the out. Eastern Guilford adds a run, an RBI single from Jacob Brooks. 2 errors in the inning, but Cole Behe gets 2 strikeouts. He's at 10 on the evening with 62 pitches thrown. We head to the bottom half of the 4th inning. 12-1 Rockingham County. Here on Roco Radio and RocoRadio.com. Tonight's game brought to you by Sandy Cross General Merchandise, serving the Sandy Cross community, Rockingham County, and surrounding areas of our beautiful Piedmont Triad since 1988. Rockingham County's community store at 164 Boyd Road in the Sandy Cross community, celebrating our 36th anniversary. Stop by Sandy Cross General Merchandise for fresh ice and local pure brand gasoline with the greatest price in Rockingham County for 93 non-ethanol. Sandy Cross General Merchandise is also your Niece's Sausage headquarters. On Saturday, you need the Niece's. Grab it and get great value at Rockingham County. To find out more about the Log Cabin store, visit us on Facebook by searching Sandy Cross General Merchandise. Please don't tell me you grabbed some off-brand sausage. You're a Niece's man, right?
Well, when
I
I
like
take my
Jimmy Dean, but Niece's.
when I take my heartburn medicine, I can deal with it. Yes,
That's true.
I'm more of a. I hate to say it. I'm sorry. I'm more of a bacon kind of guy, you know.
Okay,
Have
well,
to
they
stick
get you
with
some
it.
Niece's
Niece's
bacon is really good.
Yeah.
You can get that, I believe, at times at Sandy Cross General Merchandise.
I'm gonna tell you what. If they got cream soda, Ira Tilly, if you're listening,
they do.
in,
Yes,
if you
they
got
do.
that, go ahead and take that off the shelves. I'll go ahead and David Woods will
They
take
got
care
it
of that
on
for-
ice, brother.
Yeah, I got it on ice.
On ice in the glass bottle.
Now we're talking.
We start the 5th inning. Bottom half of the 4th inning, make it. Hudson Deal at the plate. Woods back on the mound for Eastern Guilford. And a pouncer on the first one. To Hudson Deal. The 1-0 right down the plate. Line down the third base side. And past Penix for a base hit. How about the night for Hudson Deal? An RBI triple and 2 singles. So here's the number 7 hitter, the catcher, Gage Rakestraw, with a double in his last at bat. Here's the pitch. Popped up between center and short. It'll go in the glove of Jones for the out. And the pitcher looking out to help his own accord. Cole Behe, the number 8 hitter at the plate, an RBI single in the 3rd. He walked in the 1st. Melita says bacon rules in the comments. Absolutely.
Oh, yes.
Behe from the right side. Huddy with just a 2-step lead at first base. Bases covered, though, by the first baseman, Brooks.
You got Cole Behe Hamels.
Only one difference. Do you know what it is?
What's that?
The
He's
0-1.
right-handed.
Yep. Cole's left. Cole Hamels is left-handed.
He's kind of got the, well, his was kind of like a 12-6.
Oh, this, yes.
Yeah, his
yes,
was,
it was.
His was a 12-6 motion.
Woods looks over to first base. The 0-2 stretch pitch with 1 out.
Ooh, there it is.
Line by Behe to short, off the glove of Anderson. Rolls in the infield. The throw is wide on the first baseman, Brooks. Heading to 3rd and standing up is Deal. Into 2nd is Behe. Brings up the number 9 hitter, Bryson Apple, with a 2 RBI triple in the 3rd. Runners in scoring position for Apple as it's fouled on a play. 389 average heading into today, a 385 average with runners in scoring position. He's got 2 here in the 4th. Right down the plate and a sky-high pop-up to center field. Making the catch is Jones, tagging up is Deal, and he'll score. And up to 3rd is Cole Behe. So the sacrifice fly.
Apple flies out to center field, bringing in Deal, moving Behe over
To center.
Now batting number 4, Nate Revis.
Brings it back to the top of the order. Here's Nate Revis with a walk and an RBI double. A 12-1 lead. Make it for Rockingham County. 5 runs in the first, 1 in the second, 5 in the third, and 1 so here in the 4th. On the sac fly by Apple.
I'll tell you, for Eastern Guilford, Garrett Jones, the center fielder, he's
He's made some plays,
made
hasn't
some
he?
plays. Ooh, that's a
0-1
shot.
down the line.
Foul.
Foul.
I thought that one hit the chalk
I was going to say
line.
that might have kissed chalk. Carter Matthews, your courtesy runner at third for Behe. As Revis heads back to the plate, they'll call it foul down the third base side.
Partner, you got any big plans this weekend?
0-2 is a ground ball to third. It's off the glove of Penix. It goes past Anderson and into left field. And into scores Matthews. Revis at first base.
And that is 13-1, your Rockingham County Cougars. Uh-oh, and he's going to second. There's the error.
So up at second is Revis. I was writing down in my book what happened
Hey, I
there.
got you, partner. I got you. That'll be an error on, I want to say the shortstop.
Now batting number 10, Brady Hicks.
So Hicks is in now for Ross. So plans this weekend.
Besides, well, I was going to say besides watching the kid blow up our group chat.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah,
Ramey.
I had to get him on that.
Oh, Ramey.
You know, I wake up 4:30 every morning, get ready to go to work, and I always got my, and that's a strike.
Taken by Hicks from Woods. 0-1.
I always got it on airplane mode by 8:45. It's just on airplane mode, and I turn it off airplane mode. Literally 300 text messages. I'm like, these dudes. Here they are up drinking cream soda from General Cross Sandy Merchandise and eating Nisha sausage, and I'm sitting here sawing logs.
Brady Hicks from the right side, 2 down, 1-1 count. Goes opposite way into right field, trying to get in to make the play. Is Delap,
down.
and it's down. Hicks will head to second. Revis will jog in and score.
Make that 14-1. Your Rockingham County Cougars over Eastern Guilford.
Hicks reaches on the air, bringing in Revis for second. Now batting right fielder number 9, Gavin Goots. On deck, 21, Alex Page.
So here's Gavin Goots, the right fielder, his first at-bat. Three runs here in the bottom half of the fourth inning. 14-1 lead for Rockingham County. Breaking ball for strike. One breaking ball inside.
It's a two-man umpire crew.
Here's the 1-1 from Woods.
Oh, good shot.
Opposite way on the high fastball. Rolls past the second baseman, Andrews.
That'll score one.
Here comes Hicks scoring. And moving up to second is Goots, an RBI single.
Make that 15-1. Rockingham County.
Now batting number 21, Alex Page on deck.
So here's Page in for Rumley as a defensive replacement earlier in the game, his first at bat. Alex Page from the right side facing the righty Woods with Goots at second base. Late break, drops in the zone.
Not bad,
Outside.
partner. So what was you going to do this weekend?
Dance competition for
Dance
Nora. It's the first time I get to see
competition.
her dance this year because of basketball.
You see.
So I'm really looking forward to it. 0-1 inside fastball down the line, first base side. So we're heading down to Kannapolis, North Carolina, I believe it is.
Kannapolis, okay.
I don't know where we're actually going. I just follow the rules of the boss, you know.
So who drives?
I do.
You drive? Oh, no.
We get there 4 hours late.
Oh, no.
0-2 to Alex Page. Yeah, her first competition was the
That was actually
state semis, and then
yeah.
and then the second one was the state championship for Reedsville. Here's the 0-2. Right down the plate, laced into center field.
That's going to score one.
Rounding is Goots from third. An RBI single for Alex Page.
Make that 16-1. Rockingham County over Eastern Guilford.
Page singles to center, bringing in Goots. Now batting, number 5, Carter Matthews on deck.
I could see you practicing with her, too. You got your dance uniform on. Y'all were in there in the living room doing dance moves.
Manager Jeff Allred to the mound to talk with Woods.
Andrew, if you're listening in, please video that if he does it. I got to see that.
Now, we'll dance, but I ain't putting no special uniform
Oh,
on.
I could see it.
You don't want to see it, but you can see it.
I'm going to do it. If Charlotte ever takes dance
Oh, yeah.
competitions, hey, I think I ain't going to put no little.
You know my favorite thing to do?
What's that?
Favorite thing in the whole world. It gets silent right before she goes on.
Uh-huh.
That's my daughter.
Oh, God.
Let's go, Nora.
You are that dad.
I am that dad. I am. I'm proud of it, too.
Got some old 80-year-old woman telling you to shut up, sit down.
Sit down, young man. I will once I get to cheer on my girl.
No, I would do the same thing. I really would.
Remember one time Bailey said, Dad, do you have to be so loud? Can't help it. Looks like we'll have a new pitcher for Eastern Guilford.
He's got to take off one of his armbands.
The pitcher will be number 7, the shortstop,
Whoa.
DeAndre Anderson.
It's coming back to me, boss.
All right, partner.
I'm good. I didn't have my glove on.
So Woods will move from pitcher to short, and DeAndre Anderson will move to the mound, the righty. He zips it.
He does.
16-1 lead for Rockingham County. 5 in the first, 1 in the second, 5 in the third, 5 so far here in the fourth, 2 down. Carter Matthews at the plate. Alex Page at first after an RBI single. Oh, baby. You got a helmet?
I'm about to get his helmet.
We might need to borrow Matthews' helmet.
He looked at me like, what? What'd you say?
Just be careful. There's fencing here, but I
know. I got to watch my Dr. Pepper right here.
Your Army's Dr. Pepper. Might add a 24th flavor. Leather baseball coming at it.
Almost choked on it. Oh, my man with the comebacks. That one's just a bit outside.
16 runs on the board for the Cougars. And on the opposite side, Cole Behe with 10 strikeouts.
Come on, Dorn.
Beautiful night here at Sam Jones Baseball Complex. Pitching change. DeAndre Anderson getting ready to go after some warm-ups. Carter Matthews in on the right side.
And we got 8 Mile Joe Dexter broadcasting right now.
Get the hoodie on, man. It's nice out, but I'll become a North Carolinian 60 and under. I'm getting a little chill.
Looking like Eminem over here.
The magic you wanted is that one's in the dirt. One 1-0 to Matthews. First batter faced for DeAndre Anderson. In for the starter, Zach Woods. Decent lead for Page out of his crouch. Climbing the ladder is Carr to grab that fastball. 2-0.
He's got good velocity.
He sure does. Those are the guys you hated to face.
Yeah, yeah.
Good velocity, but you don't know where it's going. At the shoulders for Matthews, 3-0.
One thing, though, you expect anybody that plays shortstop, they should have a really good arm. Ooh.
Outside, 4 straight. Puts Matthews
Whoa.
at first base.
What?
Ooh, did he just hit a man?
Almost.
Almost hit Dylan Long, who's heading to the plate.
Now batting number 19, Dylan Long.
Little friendly fire.
On deck, number 12, Gage Rakestraw.
Whoa.
On the opposite side of Long, hits our crowd mic. Did y'all hear that?
That is Class A broadcasting right there. That is great special effects.
It went
That was
on the opposite side of the righty Long, hit the caromed off the fence, and then hit our crowd mic behind home plate.
We'd have to charge him $20 for that one. Come on, Anderson. We love you.
Runners on first and second for Rockingham County. Inside high.
I mean, if I'm the Rockingham batters, I'm putting that bat on my shoulder until he throws one.
6 straight balls, 2-0 to Long. Outside. On the left side batter's box. 3-0. 2 outs, bottom half of the fourth inning, 5 runs here in this half frame. A 16-1 lead for the Cougars. Looking to move to 6-0 in the conference. Make it 8 straight wins and move to 9-1 on the season. So another 4 straight ball at bat.
Now batting
Puts Dylan Long at first base. Load the bases for the Cougars.
number 12, Gage Rakestraw.
So here's Gage Rakestraw.
So I'll tell you what I'm going to do tomorrow, partner.
What's that?
Well, I got to go to work in the morning. You know me. Always trying to make a dollar. So I'm going to work a half a day, get some of that time and a half in. Then after that, around 4 o'clock, I'm going to be eating all you can eat at Hillbilly Hideaway. Oh, man, I'm telling you, dude. So they got on Saturdays, it's all you can eat. They got ribs, fried chicken, pinto beans, green beans. They got, what do they call it, hoe bread? And
Not
it's like
one.
homemade bread.
Not 2, not 3,
Oh, man, I'm throwing down.
4
I
plates.
told a guy at work today, I said, they got a all-you-can-eat ribs contest, and I'm going to win that one by a landslide. I'm going to make them kick me out. I'm going to be the first person ever to get kicked out of all-you-can-eat.
So Jeff Allred will go with a new pitcher. It's the third baseman, Gavin Penix. Anderson will move to third.
I want to tell you, this is where they get you, though. If you ever get to go there, there's this
There's a gotcha moment?
sweet. Oh, there's a got you moment. You think you're full, and then they start carrying around or pushing around this dessert cart,
Smart move.
and then boom, you're done. They got you.
Because once you eat the dessert, you're not going
the
back.
strawberry cake is to die for. Man. Oh, there we go.
$16-1 lead for Rockingham County. 5 here in the fourth, 5 in the third, 5 in the first, and a 1 spot in the second.
For Eastern Guilford, number 27, Gavin Penix.
So it's Gavin Penix on the pitch. From what I've seen so far, got good velocity on the fastball, good curveball.
Bases chock full of Cougars. The pitch is high and inside. 1-0.
Goose Fraba. Deep breath.
The 1-0 pitch. Curveball. Low. Just above the shoe tops. 2-0.
I believe Monica was going to say, well, I know why you're here.
Rakestraw at the plate with the bases loaded. Penix's breaking ball, the curveball, is a strike outside.
So what's the Tigers going to be about this year?
I think we're going to be all right.
Think so?
Right on that edge of the playoffs.
Okay.
They had a magical run, one you don't see hardly ever.
Mm-hmm. Y'all got some good young
last
talent,
year.
though.
Very good young talent. The Cy Young Award winner, the reigning Cy Young Award winner in the AL, Tarek Skubal.
He'll be a Yankee for too long.
Why do you got to do that to
I
me?
always have to do that to you.
3-1 down the plate for a strike on the curveball.
That's the Brian Cashman and Steinbrenner way.
Oh,
That's
my
what we
gosh.
do.
Riley Green, the All-Star in left field. We'll see what they do.
Back up the Brinks truck, and we start passing out cash.
Come to the Bronx. Runners
Ooh.
on the move, and it'll be a walk.
You know, I watch baseball differently now. I'm
Fall
telling you.
asleep?
No,
Oh.
it's my new boss. He's got me watching everything differently. Like, so, you know, I'm a part of the grounds crew with the Winston-Salem Dash, and each time now I'm not just watching baseball. I'm watching the batters dig into the mound or the plate. I'm watching the pitcher dig into the mound. I'm watching, you know, what some of these base hits look like, if they're good base hits or they're a little rough. Like, I'm watching all that stuff. It's different. I'm telling you, when you're part of the grounds crew, you watch it a little differently.
It's a game of sequences.
And he gets, oh, man, I'm going to tell you. So we had a college game. It's Carolina University and a team out of West Virginia that came to play 2 weeks ago. And he actually gets on the pitchers and tells them, look, you better stop digging. He gets mad.
That's the most important part of the field. You want that to stay where it needs to be. 1-1, 1 run in. Page comes in to score on the walk. 17-1 Cougars. Bases still loaded.
That's a strike.
To Goots. Or I'm sorry, to make that our pitcher Behe at the plate. Here's a 1-2 with 2 down.
Ooh.
Hit hard into center field. Jones coming in. Will drop on 1 hop in front of him. 1 run scores. That's Matthews. 2nd run scores. Dylan Long comes in to score, and 19-1.
He sings the center, driving in 2 more. Now batting number 13, Bryson Apple.
So here comes Bryson Apple.
Number 4, Nate Revis.
So I want to give a hat tip to the scorekeepers, the Hatleys of the world. Because,
Hatley.
listen,
yes.
I don't keep a
Melita.
book very well. And today, all the way through 4,
Mhm.
even with 5 runs here in the 4th inning, I had a perfect book. And then when it starts getting like 8 runs, I just,
You know,
I don't know if I just give up on the horse, fall off. I don't know what happens.
I'm glad you mentioned that.
Hatley, though, it was a 34-1 game or 34-0 game the other day here, and he had all the stats.
Hatley's got like a 1,000-page scores book. I'm gonna tell you what. Look, Melita, this is what you got to do. Okay?
He's got the large print edition, though. His
He
book
does.
is-
He does. I'm not gonna lie. That thing is like 3 foot long.
It's about as tall as I am.
Ooh.
Line drive by Apple, back to second. Here's the flip from Andrews to the shortstop Woods for the out. Out number 3 of the half inning, but not before 8 runs go on the board for the Rockingham County Cougars. They lead it 19-1 as we head to the 5th inning.
I'll tell you what. So this is what we need to do. We need to get Melita. I haven't seen Melita in a long time. I haven't. So she needs to come out here and be a scorekeeper for us, and she can get on the mic and talk to us and carry on a conversation. What do you think?
Yeah. From what I hear, the rumors, they're not rumors. They're just the stories that I hear. Her book's immaculate. Perfect.
That's that. I'm gonna tell. I've learned a lot about Melita, a lot more than I did know for sure.
She should have though. She really should. She made a mistake by not putting you in the closet.
She did. She's just not telling you the truth. No, great woman. I really known her for a long time. She watched me grow up. I don't know whether that's a good thing or a bad thing, but she did. Got some of my best times, though, at Stonewall Elementary. It really was.
Cole Behe back to the mound for the Cougars with 10 strikeouts. He had 3 straight in the first. Knocked him down 1, 2, 3 with K's in the second. Had 2 strikeouts in the third. And then 2 in the fourth. His 5th inning of work, 62 pitches thrown. So his goal will keep it to 75 pitches so he can stay on 3 days rest instead of 4. So what's that?
13 more pitches to go.
13 pitches, and he can
call it a night.
Call it a night and only have 3 days rest instead of 4. Kwamari Carr will lead things off. 7-8-9 for Eastern Guilford here in the 5th. The catcher. Line drive out to second base in his first at-bat in the 3rd. Outside and low, 1-0.
So this should be it for Eastern Guilford and Rockingham play in the rest of the year.
Unless they meet up in the conference tournament.
Unless they meet up in that. From here on out, they play 2 times at Dudley, Eastern Alamance, Southern Guilford, Western Alamance, Southern Guilford again, Atkins 2 times, Trinity 2 times with Smith, and then Burlington Christian Academy.
Here's the 1-1 from Behe. At the waist, outside. Carr with the cut and fouls it back. 1-2 for Behe.
Melita's really a Carolina fan. She wouldn't tell you that either.
No.
She is.
Don't do that to her. 1-2. Strikeout number 11 for Cole Behe. Got him to chase to start the 5th. Here's Chance Delap, the right fielder, struck out looking in his only other at-bat in the 3rd.
You got McMichael up 2-0 after 1 inning.
Michael looking to avenge their loss to their conference foe and rival Reedsville earlier this week is that's a strike. Cooper Martin with a heck of a ball game in that one on the mound. Our first game at McMichael High School this season. Outside, high, got him to chase after it though. 0-2 to Delap.
How'd you like the field at Moorhead?
Beautiful.
It is, ain't it? Very good.
Glove in front of the face for Behe. He works from the delivery. The 0-2. Grounded, reaching out his bare hand is Behe. It goes to second, though. Ravis to first for the out. Brings up number 9 hitter Cameron Murray in left. It's a great backdrop. We were behind the plate up near the concession stand.
So if you keep going, straight away right field, behind that is the practice field for football.
Okay.
So you just go up Panther Lane. You got football, baseball, football.
Softball as well.
Softball on the left-hand side, yep.
First pitch. Way behind is the hitter Murray.
Melita, I got to give you a hard time. Just a tad.
Here's the 0-1. Goes with the breaking ball on the outside part at after the fastball. 0-2. Let's make it 12 here. Let's make it 12. High fastball, 1-2.
Even he had to back up and say, whoa, whoa.
3 strikeouts in the first and second, 2 in the third, and 2 in the fourth. Looking for number 2 here in the fifth. High and outside for Behe.
He's kind of got a
2-2.
right-handed Tony Gwynn batting stance a little bit, don't he?
Crouched, bat out, relaxed on the shoulder.
Yeah.
Swung on and missed on the fastball for strike number 3. And strikeout number 12. 19-1 Cougars.
No runs on no hits and nobody left on.
And that will do it
Is that it?
with the 10-inning rule.
Okay.
What a game for the Cougars. It started with their pitcher, Cole Behe, making his first start of the season and his 4th appearance. Went all 5 innings with 12 strikeouts. Just 1 hit, an RBI single from Jacob Brooks in the 4th inning. That will be an unearned run, so no earned runs, I believe, in his start here for Behe. And offensively, 5 runs in the first, 5 in the third, 8 in the fourth, and 1 in the second for the Cougars. They just got started right away offensively in that first inning. Nate Revis drew a walk and then a double for Brady Ross, an RBI single for Ethan Bognar, the DH. Rumley with an RBI single and then an RBI triple for Hudson Deal in that first inning, set the tone with 5 runs on the board. In the third, it started with a ground out for Strip Matter, but a single for Deal, a double for Rakestraw, an RBI single for Behe, and then a 2 RBI triple for Bryson Apple, and an RBI double for Nate Revis set the tone in the third. Cole Behe was unhittable, though.
He was, man. Just great stuff, great command. Fastball was great. Hitting, painting corners all night long. I mean, just he could do whatever he wanted to. It was a great night for him, just giving up that 1 run, but I don't think that was even scored for him. I think it was just on an error. And, man, what a great night for baseball, man. It's been a beautiful day, beautiful evening.
And he hit that mark, 74 pitches, not over the 75 mark, so he'll just need 3 days rest, which is huge for this team. With Nate Revis will be able to pitch starting next week as well, Rumley as well, but they came into this one without both of those horses. And Cole Behe answered the call, getting his first start of the season and grabbing 12 strikeouts on the way to the victory. A 9-1 record for Rockingham County. They've won 8 straight. They moved their record here at Sam Jones Baseball Complex to 4-0 on this season, and now 6-0 in the Mid-State 3A Conference. Up next is another conference matchup. They start next week Tuesday on the road in Winston-Salem as they'll take on Atkins. Then on Wednesday, it's number 2 in the rivalry matchup against Moorhead here at Sam Jones Baseball Complex. We'll have all the action for you, including your pregame show and first pitch. Then we'll be back here on Friday as the Cougars finish up that series within the conference against the Camels of Atkins here at Sam Jones Baseball Complex. On Wednesday, we'll have a doubleheader for you here from Rockingham County High Schools. We'll bring you girls softball action as well against Moorhead. That gets underway at 6 o'clock. Your first pitch here for the varsity boys baseball program is at 7 p.m. So we'll have that for you on Wednesday. The rest of your schedule we'll let you know. We'll be here as well on Friday. But to catch where we'll be across the area, make sure you tune in on Facebook, facebook.com/Radio Rockingham. That's facebook.com/Radio Rockingham. 5 runs in the first, 1 in the second, 5 in the third, and 8 in the fourth. 1 run in the 4th inning for Eastern Guilford, and 19-1 final for the Cougars. Glad to have you along here on Roco Radio and RocoRadio.com. We'll see you from the diamond next week. Make sure you tune in at rocoradio.com. Make sure you find us on the Live 365 app by searching for Roco Radio and listen hands-free on your mobile device. You don't have to. You can be scrolling around on Facebook, TikTok. Maybe not TikTok, because we don't. No, I don't know. Maybe you can.
Hey, Roco Radio might make a TikTok. We might have to get involved with that.
No. Listen in however you can, whenever you can at rocoradio.com. Final score 19-1. Have a great weekend, everybody, and stay safe.